good?
Yeah, we're good.
We're good. All right, YouTube, we're back. It's Dominick Izzo out there at the Izzo Warrior Academy, and today we're going over the world's fastest handgun disarm. You've seen this video ad nauseum from so many different points of view, so many different perspectives, so many different methodologies. Today we're covering ours. We're not using a live gun today, we're using a training gun today. This is going to be my rant. Now keep in mind, I'm a police officer. I'm an active police officer, been since 2001. We're going to talk about the practical application, the practical side of disarming a weapon. Some other people out there who've done weapons disarms have got a gun up to someone's head, and they've done the disarm from here. Considerations to think about. I don't care which way you do it. I don't care if you hit and you sweep across your own face to where the trigger finger winds up pulling the trigger and you blast your own face in the process. I don't care if you go on the other side and you break the finger off. I don't care about any of that. What I care about is the aftermath of the weapons disarm, where you see people when it comes up here, they take that gun out of the way and they come up on line, and then you're stuck with the gun. Things to think about, and this is what I want to really be just completely make aware of you guys. When you have a firearm, you're living in a day and age of lawsuit and liability. And if Vic is pointing a gun at me, and I've got somebody over in the distance who sees this, and I'm here, Vic is now the person that is the offender. If I take that gun away, and I'm holding it here defending myself, and the police show up, who do you think the cops are going to wind up shooting? Something to think about. Something else to think about, your environment. You're not going to be in an area that's wide open like a martial arts school, to where the gun has come up, you rip somebody's fingers right off, and then you can reset and get that distance. What if you have something where Vic is over here, he runs a pointing gun at me, and I take that gun away, and I wind up backing into an object? Things to think about. Studies show that the intent of somebody with a pistol in their hands, in their actions is going to be based on their distance. A great book to read is called On Killing by Lieutenant Colonel Dave Grossman. Talks about that the greater distance you have from somebody, the easier it is to kill. Killing and intimacy, they're synonymous. It's a very intimate action. Studies show that if Vic is within a certain number of feet of me and he's got this much distance, he's going to rob me. The chances of him pulling that trigger are slim to none. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen. The greater the distance between us, the easier he's going to do it. So all these factors have to come into play if you wind up doing a weapons disarm. Are you with people? Do you have your wife with you, your girlfriend with you, do you have your kids with you, and you're going to take a gun from someone? You have to think about that. Who are you learning from? Your language. Just as police officers out there, I can't put somebody in handcuffs and say, "You son of a bitch, motherfucker, put your hands behind your back." Language is everything. Sir, stop resisting. Do not learn from somebody with no law enforcement experience, no military experience, who's going to take a weapon away from you, grab it, and say, "It's going to be a bad day for you, motherfucker," and then start screaming all that stuff, because what does the public see? Use your head when you look at these things. Okay? That's my rant on that. Liability, cause and effect, not to mention the fact, do you think that you are going to spend 1 million hours doing a weapons disarm and then take a pistol away from an unarmed man and then pull that trigger? Can you do that? Legally, can you do that? Legally, when the police show up, are you going to be the one who's going to be, no, officer, I'm not the one with the gun. They're going to arrest you and they're going to figure out in court. Bottom line, I'm going to show you right now the world's fastest handgun technique, all right? Oh, I should include too, for the sake of drills, how close are you, how far are you away? What if the guy's back as far? There's a bunch of variables that other people who have done this drill, they didn't take into consideration with doing. All right, I'm going to show you the world's fastest handgun drill. I would like you to give me a command. I would like you to tell me, give me your, you want my wallet, right? Give me your wallet. So let's do that again. Let's do that again, okay? With conviction. I really need to be pumped up for this. The world's fastest handgun disarm. Go ahead. Motherfucker, give me your wallet. There you go, sir. That's the world's fastest fucking handgun disarm. Look, guys, bottom line, your safety's paramount more than anything. Don't think that you're going to understand the mental capability of somebody who winds up having a firearm pointed at you and what they're going to do. So that's that. That's my rant on that. Let's look at the Wing Chun aspects, okay? I'm going to bring somebody else on in a second. We're going to talk about the other factor, but first we'll look at the Wing Chun aspects. The problem with other styles of doing martial art or the gun is we don't look at where the finger is. Is the finger not on the trigger? Is the finger on the trigger? The barrel of the gun is the only and most important dangerous thing, okay? So in the Wing Chun aspect world, the gun is controlled by the hand and the finger. The finger is controlled by the arm is controlled by the torso. In Wing Chun, we wind up defeating any type of threat by breath, consciousness, or life. Okay, it's a self-defense martial art. So we don't go for the eyes, we don't go for a knockout. In a self-defense, deadly force use of circumstance, we go for the airway. If the human body cannot get air, it cannot function. So in a Wing Chun aspect, I do not care about taking this gun away, because the rest of the man is still there. We don't know the size of my attacker. We don't know if he's going to be my size like Vic is. We don't know if he's going to be as big as Adam. I don't know what that's going to do, okay? So if that hand is up there, the Wing Chun methodology is get it offline and follow up with attack, okay? Vic has the gun, my hands are wherever they're at. He winds up telling me command, whatever, blah, blah. I just want to get that offline. That's all we do. And we follow up with our attack. So Wing Chun against you, it's up. We wind up getting in. Firearms up. We get in. Firearms in two-hand position. I don't care, two-hand position. Get in. Get up. It's in. Okay, get up. Gets in. I don't care by the time he winds up coming in here, it's gonna be a bad day. He lost his balance. Here. I'm destroying that thread. Pull the trigger all you want. He pulled it at me, it is what it is. That's the Wing Chun philosophy on weapons disarm. We do not care what this is. We care the force behind us. You have tendons here, ligaments. We could destroy that, but all you gotta do, get offline a little bit, bullets that way, it's all I care about. That's the threat. Your Bill G, your weapon coming up, it's in. It leads you right into that target. That is the Wing Chun philosophy. It's very simple. You've seen the world's fastest handgun disarm, which is take your wallet out, give it to him, give him what he wants, let him go. If you're gonna engage with somebody, do you have this much space? Are you backed into a wall? Same thing applies. You know, even with shark grab, anything up there, okay, the point is you get that offline and you attack. That's all we care about when it comes down to weapons disarm. Gun, I don't care, press it against your head, here. All we care about. I'm not going to manipulate this offline, but I just give him. Just give him my whole body. Here, what if the gun goes that way off of one stupid tap? There's so many factors to pay attention to. Hold on, as tight as you can, 2 hands. Up there. It doesn't matter. The tighter he holds on, squeeze tight, squeeze tight, squeeze tight. The tighter he squeezes, he gives me a lever to his whole body. Squeeze tight. Do not let me move you. Do not let me move you. Don't let me move you. Don't let me move you. Bullet's already going that way. There's my opening. Right there. That's the bottom line. Okay? Get the barrel off the gun, or get the barrel of the gun off the target, move it offline. Don't worry about this. It's controlled by this, and by this, ultimately. Once again, Wing Chun wise, you want to clear it, and you got to find that opening into an attack. That's it. Destroy the rest of the man. All right? Now I got a surprise for you. Grab that. We got to get this gentleman in. Switch up.
All right.
All right. What happens if you have that 1%er on the street? We have to look at something that just negates everything I just said. And if you don't know who Paul is from the Kali Center, go to the Kali Center and look. What is your weapon of choice? Which is carried by how many people?
80% of people have some sort of blade on.
Would you agree or would you disagree that a knife is more dangerous than a gun?
Absolutely. In close quarters, far more dangerous. Long range, pistol.
If you get that target.
Right, if you can hit the target.
21-foot rule. And Paul and I will do a video on this later on. We've talked about how the 21 rule doesn't apply because you don't start from 21 feet. Right. 21 feet can start from here. Right. You'll see videos later on, and we've done one in the past, where Paul can close the distance greater than 21 feet in a matter of a blink of an eye while you are trying to come up and get your sight alignment on your target. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. But I wanted to show the difference of, and we're not going to do this at speed, we're going to look at what happens when you get somebody, you get the gun. All right? Now remember, I'm Joe Shit the Ragman who was wound up taking martial arts classes, and I think I'm a badass, and I want to put myself in that circumstance of somebody who has a knife or a gun, and Paul puts the gun in my head. What if I successfully get that gun from Paul, right? I'm gonna take the gun, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do, take the gun, I'm gonna move back and get him on target. Okay, I'm gonna grab the gun. What do you do? What can I legally do from here? Wait a minute. Can I shoot him from there? Can you articulate you can shoot him from there? Let's look at something else. Okay. I want to take his gun away from Paul. You can attack. Oh my God. I'm not gonna move. I want you to see the speed on something. Paul's being very nice right now, which is why I'm holding my breath back there. I won't move. What do you do when a guy gives up a gun and he attacks you? Let's look at that. Can I move now? Let's look at that again. Let's look at what happens if I successfully wind up getting the gun, or I'm just going to get it off the line. Okay, get off the line. I don't want to move. I don't know where it's at. Can you hear the click? What do you do when a guy gives up a gun? You're a badass. You took a martial arts class with somebody who's a gun enthusiast. You know, he gets the gun, you got one hand right there. I'm gonna get this gun away. Get this away. And look what's done. I'm so concentrated on the gun. Now I'm filleted. We're not doing this at speed because if I react, I'm gonna walk into his stab. Because that's Wing Chun mindset, right? I go forward. Look, the bottom line, once again, any position you want to take. What? I'm alright. How do you do a weapons disarm from here? Number one, this is stupid. I won't do weapons disarm. I'll do whatever he tells me. It's plain and simple. Alright? I can't figure one good scenario. Here, let me go.
Still got headbutts and all my other tools.
That is an equalizer like no other on the planet. The bottom line, really briefly on this very long-winded video is, when it comes down to people or anybody teaching you any weapons disarm or anything with weapons on the street, you have to look at the day and age we're living in. What are we living in? We're living in a place of liability and lawsuit central. He will be the victim. If a cop rolls up and I disarm him with a knife, he's got a knife on him, and I disarm him with a gun and he stabs me, he's going to be the victim. And he's the one who's going to be going away scot-free unless you have somebody who's completely recording it the entire time. Knives are legal. Knives are, all knives matter.
That's a new
all knives
slogan
matter,
for your school.
And they wind up, they absolutely make the difference at the great equalizer. Bottom line is, I know we had a video up on here that talked about weapons disarm, but watch your mouth, watch your position, watch your tactics, get your head straight. Can you pull the trigger after you've taken it away from someone? Are you confident enough? We don't do weapons disarms in Wing Chun, which is why you won't see me sitting there and doing something like this, getting away from. I don't have the world's fastest weapons disarm. This doesn't matter to us. That's controlled by that. You've seen me do it with Vic. It is what it is. Get it off the line and go to something else. But again, the problem if I pull Wing Chun on him and I come up to here and I go to this, look where he's at. Okay, this doesn't bother me if he's not armed with a knife. But he's, look at, come around this side, show what we got. I got everything exposed.
Boom, boom. That's through your abdominal aorta there. That's your nape of your neck. That's your lights are out.
Do you know your opponent? If you think that you're going to watch a YouTube video and you're going to do a knife disarm, you're going to do a weapons disarm, and you're just going to go out there and do it when somebody pulls a gun on you, get your head right. You have no idea who you're facing. That's it. We'll see you guys in the next video.